know about, okay? I'm allergic to eggs and nuts. I'm allergic to eggs, but I'm not allergic to chicken, which is kind of weird. Yeah. Someone points to an egg, like, can you eat this? Not yet. We'll see how it goes. Sex is pretty important nowadays, you know. Something that's interesting, you know, people, like scientists will say that, like, only a few species, like the intelligent ones, have sex for pleasure, like the rest of them merely for the purpose of procreation. But like, I don't know how you can know that if you're a scientist, you know what I mean? Seems kind of arrogant, doesn't it? It's just like two scientists are watching bees fuck, and one of them's just like, hey, between you and me, neither of them are enjoying it. Those buzzing patterns, she's faking them. Guys, I gotta get more into video games. I'm like very good at Wii Sports Resort 3-point shootout. That's it. So, you know, if anyone wants to play that later. But my friends like, you know, the first-person shooter games, and they were telling me that they really like it because it's very realistic. But I was playing with them one time. It was portrayed as if we, as a team, were fighting terrorists, and I killed one of them. So I was like, if it's realistic, we're gonna celebrate. Instead, my friend goes, yo, you stole my kill. That's not realistic at all, you know? Like, I don't think the guy next to the guy who killed Osama was just like, are you fucking kidding me? He killed him, so he got that done. Quit being so goddamn selfish for once. Guys, I'm half Asian and I'm half Jewish. I went to temple growing up as a kid. And when I went to temple, they always said, we're going to read the Torah and we're going to refer to the Torah. And I really thought they meant the Torah. I was like, holy fucking shit, we have it? I thought it'd be in Israel, not northern New Jersey. So I was like, okay, you know, it was really baffling. But what's more baffling is that, like, we struggled to recruit members for the temple. And I was like, who is in charge of marketing? Did they mention we have the one and only Holy Scripture of the Jewish people? Because that might be a pretty big draw. Anyway, something that's weird about being biracial, though, is that, like, I never feel Asian enough or Jewish enough to get offended when someone says something insensitive about those groups. So, right, someone that says something offensive toward Asians, I don't get offended. I'll just, like, scan the room for a more Asian, you know, it's like, yo, Shing-Chong, are you gonna take this shit? It's like, that's another thing, I don't know if I'm Asian enough to be saying Ching-Chong. I guess I'll go with it. I have OCD, guys, you know, and OCD, like, revolves around, like, intrusive thoughts, so, like, main characteristic, or, like, a common characteristic, people get really worried that they possess these, like, terrible traits that their behavior doesn't actually reflect. So I've been worried before that, like, I'm a murderer, I was worried I was a pedophile, I was worried I was racist, and I remember I was telling my therapist about it, and he was trying to reassure me, and he says, racists, Justin, are confident. You're a pretty hesitant guy. It was awful, though, because I totally bought it. I was like, you're right, I don't have the balls to be racist. Racists have conviction. Me, I'm too spineless to believe anything. Yeah. I hate my psychiatrist, man. My psychiatrist sucks. The other day I had an appointment with her, and I was trying to explain to her when I, like, am about to engage in, like, compulsive behavior, that I try to think, like, what would a normal person do, and I'll try to do that. And she goes, whoa. We don't like to use the word normal here. It was a Zoom appointment, though, so I was like, well, I'm over here. Normal. And I was like, why do you not like to use that word? And she was like, it's very othering. And I was like, othering? You've diagnosed me with a disorder. That's medically sanctioned othering, you know? Like, can you imagine a regular patient went to a regular doctor and was like, Doc, I'm feeling really ill. Doctor's just like, ill, don't say that. But yeah, you have shingles. You're like, wait a second. It's backtrack, you know, it doesn't make any sense. Guys, the other day, right, I was at the gas station and I was buying some sushi. I'm an eccentric guy, and I was reading the ingredients on the packaging, right, because of my allergies, and I came across this thing that said imitation crab. And I I was like, I wonder what that is. And I opened it, and this thing was going, I'm a crab. It was a terrible imitation. I didn't buy it at all. So guys, yeah, that day, I was at the gas station. Today, though, I was in the kitchen, another wacky place. And I opened the fridge, right? Take out a full gallon of milk. And then I read the expiration date, and the expiration date is the next day. So I'm like, oh, no, So I called my brother. I was like, we got to drink all this right now. And he was like, don't worry about it, Justin. That's the sell-by date. And I was like, that's even worse. How am I going to find a buyer in that short of time? Don't shop. I stopped at the shop and just working into some sort of milk dealing operation. We won't be able to get out of it. I'll leave you guys with just one last quick thing. I think bestiality should be legal, and stay with me, guys. Stay with me, guys. It's illegal for the animal's sake, right? To protect the animal because there's no consent, right? So basically, what we did as a society, somebody was like, how about we put animals in cages, pump them with hormones, and systematically murder them so we can eat their flesh? We were like, yeah, that sounds good. And then somebody else was like, well, can we be sexual with them? We were like, well, we don't want to make them uncomfortable. Like, inconsistent. All right, guys, thanks, guys.